Hey everybody, we're going to talk today about Warhammer 40k 2nd Edition. I have found my box in my gaming closet with all the contents inside, and we're going to do sort of an unboxing, even though there's been other videos out there that have done unboxings before. This one's might be a little bit different. I don't have the Dark Millennium box anymore, so all those contents when I was younger just sort of got jammed into this box, which you see right here. It's sort of showing its age. But what we're going to do is we're going to take a look at this and unbox it and see the awesomeness that's inside from one of my favorite versions of this game. Right, so here we are back with all the contents sort of taken out of it. Yeah, a nice little nugget in there. Storm of Vengeance. Storm of Vengeance was a campaign pack that was written by Andy Chambers, and towards the end of 2nd edition, and it came with a card building, which I used to have, but it's been lost to the sands of time. I think I still have the bulkheads though, but I'm not entirely sure. So this was a campaign back, was a Dark Angels versus Orcs. You got basically the two little battle briefing books that came with it as well that sort of walked you through the missions. So that was a nice little bonus find in here. Let's take a look around. Like I said, the Dark Millennium, I don't have the box anymore, but I still have all the contents to it, the books, the templates, and everything like that. So that's actually held up pretty well. It's in pretty good condition. And we got the Codex Imperialis. This was sort of like the book that gave you the fluff. In 2nd edition, they gave you 3 different books, but, you know, newer editions now, they just sort of roll it into one. So they separated it out in the box set, so they're all like, they're sort of just basic paperback books. So this one was the sort of like fluff section. This is the rules, and then this is the war gear section, which this book here, this book was so awesome because it went into like really good detail and like background information about each of the types of weapons in the 40k universe. It's not something that's, they don't really sort of cover much anymore, based on the fact that, you know, they kind of keep things streamlined or whatever, and most people have been playing 40k for a long time, so they kind of already know. But for newer players, it's kind of a bummer because they don't really describe the sort of grim nastiness that these weapons do. And man, look at that artwork. Yeah, those photos are cool. Definitely 40k 2nd edition was I would say, one of the more colorful versions of the game. And you get all of these here. These are all the psychic powers. And here, these are all the vehicle, like, data faxes, which had damage tables. They all had their own damage tables. And war gear cards. I got a stack of them here. A lot of these have been added to from various codexes. And here are the templates. There's a ton of templates in here. So this was the one for the Sisters of Battle Immolator. I believe this came printed out in a white dwarf, and you sort of had to cut it out and you put it on a piece of cardstock. And you have like ones like the thud gun. That one was always fun to use. But yeah, a vortex grenade. Everybody hated that thing. And these were, I believe, ooh, hey, look at this. So I had one bonus and a Space Marine there. Then they had the reference cards. These were really helpful for like new players. It's a shame that they kind of don't do this anymore, where they sort of give you a generic sort of Space Marine squad that gave, like, it pretty much summed up what a Space Marine could do. Without having to constantly refer back to a rule book. It was just sort of in front of you. It'd be neat if they would print some of these types of things in a sort of summarized form in some of their newer boxes and things like that. I mean, I know that they print out rules and things like that, but so having a summary is kind of nice, especially if you're a new player. These are the strategy cards, vehicle cards, warp deck. So see what's this. This is Gorkamorka stuff. Sadly, I don't have the books to these. I have all the templates. I'll probably have to dig through my closet and find out where those are. And these are all the different dice, sustained fire dice, artillery dice. And these are all the counters. Another vortex grenade template. So yeah, so this is pretty much everything that's in here. I mean, this box has been sitting in my closet for, you know, we're going on almost 2 decades of having it just sort of sitting in a closet, so it's kind of neat to unearth it. I know that there's a lot of people out there that are sort of either have always been playing 2nd edition and never stopped, and there's been newer players that have sort of found a newfound interest in playing the game again. So what we're going to do is we're going to take these elements and we're probably going to do some content, 40K battle reports, 2nd edition style. You have to muster some armies and things like that. Probably do some, you know, list building content videos. You know, how to build a list in 2nd edition, because it was quite different than how you build now. I mean, you didn't really have a force organization chart, and you didn't have detachments. You just sort of picked from a list of things, and you only had to spend a certain percentage of points on those things. So we'll get into that if we decide to do something like that. And so yeah, so there it is. There's the box contents of everything for this game, including Dark Millennium. A few add-on things too, like the heavy flamer. I think that was the immolator heavy flamer template, which is like a super heavy flamer. But yeah, this template didn't come with the game, but it was added later on when the Sisters of Battle were released. So you got a few little extra add-ons and goodies there from, you know, the life cycle of the game that kind of came in this box that I had stuffed away. And yeah, we'll do some content with battle reports for this, maybe some painting stuff. We'll see. So keep your eyes out and like and subscribe if you'd like to see more of this content, and we'll talk to you soon.